I want to say something about energy healing and the way that I do it. Because we're working with your entire soul, all of your lives, all of who you are and ever have been, we go to places where we couldn't have anticipated, and where especially you as the client could not have anticipated or thought about before we had our session. So something that's happening in our human life is just the surface level of what the wound truly is. For example, if someone feels stuck in their lifetime, and I tune into their soul, and I always ask the soul, show me the origin of it. Where did this first start in the soul's history? So it could be, for millions of years, someone who feels stuck in this life was actually trapped in captivity, or trafficked, or stuck in a realm that is literal hell and hellish. And so all of those, like the depth, underneath the water of the iceberg, the depth of the wound takes us to places where we cannot anticipate. And especially if it's your first time working with me in the way that I do healing, can take you to places where, you just could not have predicted and didn't think you were going when you signed up for, an energy healing that a lot of people think will just be relaxing, and it is once we get healed. But in the meantime, when we're looking at the wounds and where they're taking us, there's some really graphic, horrific things. I see souls, in our history where we've been experimented on, where we were a victim of genocide, where, like I said, we were trafficked, where we're stuck in hell, where we watch our entire world and planet get destroyed when we're out in, a cosmic lifetime. So many things. So I just want to let you know up front, if you haven't worked with me, or if we've only done maybe 1 or 2 sessions, just something to anticipate, that we might go to depths that you weren't really expecting. And I know that can be really hard, getting on the other side of the appointment, learning these things about your soul that you just didn't necessarily sign up for when you came for the appointment. So I'm sorry about that. I know what that feels like. It can be really harsh to really understand what we've gone through in other lifetimes in other parts of us. So I just want to put it out there. These are some of the places where we go. But, if we're feeling these wounds in the lifetime, the surface level things, the part of the iceberg that's above the waterline, we're feeling that. It feels so much better when we have the rest of it cleared from doing the healing. So thank you.